In this video I'm making a super cool little kids tank for the kids and me obviously. I've always wanted to build a little tank since Colin Furs made his screw tank a few years back. See if I can make something cool. Obviously I'm on a lot less budget. First thing I'm going to need is some free tractor tyres from the tyre shop.
One down. I can barely hold myself, Dad!
Alright, first we've got to cut the sidewalls out of the tyre. Okay, I found a couple of wheels that fit inside there. Obviously they'll push apart a little bit further, but that's sort of the idea. We use this old mower that the motor doesn't go on anymore. Time to go scrap bin exploring. Hopefully that's the right stud pattern. Engineering ASMR. Unfortunately, these brake discs I found in the bin are the wrong stud pattern. So I could re-drill the holes in the right spot or drill the holes bigger. Easy as. Pretty rough, but no one's going to see it. Except for 1 million people on YouTube, yeah. Alright, I got those tracks set up. Bought a bunch of steel. I think the next thing I need to do is make an axle out of this 50 by 50 by 3 box section. Right, I got a bit of a frame knocked up, just a little test, goes pretty great really. I thought it was going to be hard to move, but even with this little drill, this is only a little drill with a 10mm chuck, pushes it along fine with 2 of us on there. So I've just got a strap holding the tension at the moment, but the motor is going to sit back here somewhere, so keep going guys. These are calipers off a road bike. They're 2-pot per side, so they should be pretty good. This is a bit of an unconventional way of doing it. Usually you put the brakes on that, brake either side of the diff, but I'm braking on the front wheels, but the track will be on there, so it should work the same. Motor mounted in here, just made a 3mm plate mounting bracket. Set up this little clutch lever that was off the original mower. I still need to finesse this a little bit. I've actually put a way bigger drive belt in, because these always slip. So I had to machine this pulley bigger to fit it. So I brought 2 of these trailer brakes. You just pull the caliper and you can flick that down to lock them if you're parked on a hill or whatever. I guess when you're driving normally you just flick it out of the way. So the driver's going to sit around here somewhere, and we'll have one of these either side to steer, which just breaks each of these front calipers. I brought these little turnbuckles. So what I'm going to do is just mount one of these either side to tension the tracks. Alright, getting those tracks on was pretty difficult, but I got a bit of a technique now. I ended up busting all these tacks as I was putting the tracks on, so that's why I had to weld them back on. Everything's just tacked together. If you guys reckon it looks dumb, let me know in the comments and I can change some stuff. Obviously I haven't made the top half of it yet. These turnbuckles work great. I can just twist these to tighten the tracks. I can even do it by hand. Probably need to be a little bit tighter than that, but not too much more. I feel like it will throw the tracks off at some stage. So what I can do is bend a piece of flat bars in there, put one every 100 mil or so around and screw them to the tyre. That's what a lot of people do, but it might work how it is. Some people will notice the one weak point of this will be this axle, because I've spaced it out and put a bigger wheel on, but I have strength tested these axles before in this clip right here.
What happened here? Snapped the axle. Just weak, eh?
This should be under like less lateral twisty load, whatever you want to call it, than those big wheels. Some of you might not understand how it turns. So if you break one side, I'll give you a demonstration. So you can break one side and drive, and it will just turn like this. You can do the same thing in reverse. This gearbox has 5 speeds and a reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse. So it'll be fast as. I'm going to reroute this muffler and put some pipes maybe up the top here somewhere so they're out of the way a bit, so I can like wheelie right back onto the back wheelie bar. This is the motor I'm going to use. Kawasaki 15 horsepower, 430cc. It's a V-twin. It actually sounds pretty cool. There's a tag if anyone's interested. It's got electric start and a charging system, which is just great. So I'm going to run a battery, which I'll probably mount somewhere up the front here. I'm also thinking about getting a winch for this thing. Hopefully an ATV winch will be enough. It's gonna be awesome, guys. Make sure you subscribe. It's gonna be the coolest kids toy on the planet. See you next time.